All right, so if you're a lending pad customer and you want to tie your critical dates and your processing dates in lending pad to pre-approve me, the process is pretty simple, but it does take a little bit of time. The first step is mapping out what notifications inside, what critical dates and processing dates in lending pad your team is going to go through. So figure out which ones they're going to hit every single time, write those down, and then come into pre-approve me and go to settings. Now, if you're a corporate manager, you're setting this up for your branch, go into your branch settings. If you're a loan officer, you're trying to tie your personal critical dates and processing dates. It'll just be your normal settings. But I'm going to do this for the company. It's the same process either way, so don't freak out. Go to your loan templates, milestones, and you'll now want this list. You'll need the same number of milestones as the critical dates and processing dates you're going to trigger. Okay, so if you've got 7 critical dates and processing dates that you're going to trigger on every deal in lending pad, you want to have 7 different milestones in pre-approve me. Okay, now the critical dates and processing dates, you don't have to have the same name for the date that's triggered in there for what your client's going to see on Pam's side. So what you'll do is you'll go into here, again, that's your settings, your loan templates, and then your milestones, and click edit. So now in this case, you can see my title is pre-approved. I can add a description if I want, and here's where the magic happens. This is what's called your integration ID. This is what creates the handshake between pre-approve me and lending pad. And when that critical data processing date is triggered, and the update your client's going to get as a result. So in this drop down, you can select the appropriate field from lending pad, tie it to this milestone. This messaging is what your client's going to see. They're not going to see this. This is just the trigger. Okay, it's what tells our system to send out the updates. Okay, so here's where you set that title, that description, and of course you can use custom notifications if you want to really dial in the emails, the text, the ringless voicemail that you want. That's a different training, but this is how you connect them. Okay, click save. Make sure these are all dialed in. You can delete them if you need. You can add custom ones if you want, but they all need to be connected to an integration ID, which points to that critical or processing date in lending pad. Hope that helps.